This is ridiculous.
What are we gonna do?
Road trip.
I agree. Let's take a road trip on the road to Katlian. I was going to put in a dystopian soundtrack, but I decided to use something a little sweeter in honor of the scarring of this land. What's odd about this Katlian road project is that it was surveyed, it was engineered, the project was signed off by the state. It went from $15 million for completion to $30 million to $40 million to the current $50 million plus. And what we hear is that it needs only another $20 million to complete this project. I know this project must have looked good on paper, and it required a lot of cooperation in order to get this done. But history is replete with projects looking great on paper, but the reality when it is started or completed are two different things. And sometimes it is good common sense to know, like, when to stop. Well, you know, I'm for progress. I think that there are a lot of projects that are done which actually add to the value of human life and actually to the land. And I certainly support intelligent cutting, drilling. So I invite you all to take this trip down the road to Katlian. Clearly pick a nice day, and you make your own mind up about this very costly project. $50 million as currently spent could have definitely be utilized in a much better way. But it's something each of us will have to decide on their own. So bring a peanut butter and jelly and have a picnic, and I'll see you on the road. Well, our trip starts with a sign that says no winter maintenance, travel at your own risk. And by golly, they are right. I wouldn't want to be out here in the ice. So as we move down the road, we come up to a hill, and there is something that's like a zaggorat of ore in Mesopotamia, this big, giant, sculptured pile of rock. And oh my God, there are potholes in certain parts of the road already. Here are girders for the bridges, and we have these unprotected fall-offs. I'm sure people saw the picture in the Sentinel, which had the car that went over. I don't know exactly where, but this looks as good as any other place. There's no protection. We see a lot of wood and sawed wood. This is beautiful material. I've seen some people up here, cutting it, and I think all of it should be utilized. This is primo wood, which is already years old. So we're looking down from the top of a little hill, the winding hill that we came up, and these little rocks aren't going to stop anybody from going over these steep inclines. There's a lot of fall over. It's pretty amazing. And then there's an uphill, and then you see this big gravelly hillside. A lot of fall, and I'm sure they're not going to be planting ornamental shrubs here. But then we do come to a vista, which is very nice, and we can see it. This is called the Stargavin Lookout, and it is pretty, but again, at what cost? And it looks pretty lunar-like here with all the rocks. This is the parking lot for the Stargavin Outlook. And then we go down a hill, and we see again these mounds of dirt for to help control runoff, and then there's runoff that you can see here. And as we continue down the road, we begin to see that there is still work going on here, and this is actually the end of what you can go to. The road is closed, and it's interesting to note that again there's vista, but you know, there's still ugly scar, still a lot to be done, culverts and rock walls, and you know, beautiful, 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 but in the design here, I don't know what they were thinking. It's something else. Oh, here is a fire and broken glass, probably beer bottles. Let's party, Wayne's World. And so here you can see they're putting in a culvert. I had been here a few days before, and there was actually a crushed culvert that they looked like they were removing, and they were putting a new one in now, but there is still work going on. You know, it's, you know, who the heck knows. And then we come to a rock wall here. You know, beats me. And, you know, again, all of these things look like little bits of dangers. We start up a hill, and what's funny is in front of me I see a flat wall, which I can only immediately want to, I think of, oh, here's some fall down up here. A lot of blasting took place, and I see on this rock wall what might be there in the future. Sitka Wolves, class of 2024, put on that wall. If it were New York or New Jersey, that's exactly what would be. You can see the amount of blasting that was done up on top there. It really looks like a potential for fall down and inclement weather. A lot of work was definitely put into this. And as we come down the road again, you can kind of see a vista, but also I don't know what they're going to do to, I'll say, beautify the road. They're certainly not going to put any planting. They're not going out. What they need to do is call Penny and get some advice as to what to plant. But again, up on the cliffs there's certainly lots of possibility for future fall down. Even though you can see the rocks on the side, you know, again, if you have enough speed and you got your big old, you know, pickup truck, it just may not stop it. And some of the fall-offs are pretty substantial. Again, this was just a gorgeous day, and it was nice to come out and explore here, but it's just kind of an odd road. And I think it would have been better off as a little trail, as an extension of the cross trail, been a little kinder to the surrounding ecology. Oh, did I see the lunar or Martian rover? Because that's kind of what it looks like over here. It'll take years, perhaps eons, for this to heal. And so again, here we are at the Stargavin lookout, and it's you know, again, the surroundings that we have are so gorgeous, and I don't know how this complemented anything. And the amount of maintenance this is going to take, here's some more lumber just laying around, but the amount of maintenance it's going to take in the winter, forget about it, as they say, and I just don't know where this is going. Anyway, we're back home. I hope you enjoyed our little trip, and please go out and see for yourself. It's interesting. Bye.